Señores, el día de hoy estamos con Vorph, parte de Samael, fundador de Samael, que se estará presentando en Latinoamérica durante noviembre y en especial en CL Rock el 10 de noviembre en el Estadio Santa Laura Universidad SEC en Santiago. Vorph, how are you today? How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. And you?
Here, just great, doing great, talking
Okay,
to you
fine,
here.
fine.
It's really good. Vorph, how has been your 2024 so far?
Yeah, it's been okay. I mean, we're very much focused on a new album, so we haven't much time to check other thing around us. But yeah, I had some time in January where I had a little break, and we had a few shows. We did a few shows in Poland for Passage 25th anniversary, where we record the live album. So it was great to play back there, and especially not the same the same club, but the same city where the album was recorded. So it's kind of a nice tribute. And yeah, we had a few festivals. We play Portugal next week, and then of course, we're waiting and excited about coming back to Latin America in November. Yeah,
Great. Well, and it's so nice to hear you about a new album because the Hegemony is now 7 years old, I think.
it
And
is.
yeah, and it's a great album. And well, after 7 years, what are your thoughts about Hegemony?
Still like it. I still like it actually. Um, I mean, the only thing that I could say is probably the guitar could have been a little bit louder. But that's one thing we had on almost every album we mix with Stefan Gloman. I mean, I love the way he's working. I love the kind of three-dimensional way of approach of
Mhm.
his sound. Especially, I mean, you can play it super loud and it's always sounding great. So that's my point. And you hear everything, but the guitar is often a little bit, not in the background, but it's not as present as it is when we play live, for example.
Mhm.
And we will try for the new album to have the guitar a bit more in your face, but then it's always complicated because we have the very layered music, and
Mhm.
if you want to hear all the different keyboard stuff and the different harmonies. You and not sacrifice anything, well then you better have a very very good guy to mix the album, because it's always you cannot have everything. Yeah, you had to make some decision.
Yeah, it's complicated. And have you guys not thought about this, uh, like Pinkful style, releasing the album in a version like 5.1 version?
We never talk about that, but it could be. Nowadays I think it's not that complicated. There are some studios. I think we know someone in London who is
Mhm.
actually working with Brian May. He did the whole catalog of Queen. So who knows? But it never crossed our mind at this point, really.
Yeah, but will be okay, especially having so many layers on your music to have like all the
Yeah,
surround
but
system.
it might be a good idea actually. I might talk to the guy tomorrow because we're gonna rehearse. I might say, well, I had a discussion with someone, and he said, well, what about that?
it's it's a good idea. Just put
Yeah,
me there.
who knows?
Oh, by the way, thanks, Sam. Well, it's so good to hear that you guys are writing a new album. What can we expect from this new music?
Well, I think we've tried with Solar Souls particularly to 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 try to focus back on what we thought were the most important thing in the band, because the two previous album, Eternal and Rain of Light, we were trying to experiment to have a larger spectrum in a band, and that's great too. But at some point, we were afraid to get lost into having songs so separate from one another, and we focused back consciously with Solar Soul, and we kept this for Lux Mundi. I think with Hegemony we start to open it a little bit more again, not too much, but it's kind of making the floor, the ground zero for
Mhm.
the next album, which is the one we are working on now. But we've been on this album for a long time. I mean, we had already songs, before COVID. Valdemar came in Switzerland. We checked the song together. Valdemar, our producer, we did produce most of our albums actually. And then during COVID, we but all those songs in kind of their second incarnation. We change everything. We were actually meeting every month to play together and to check the song together because we had no shows, but we wanted to keep the synergy and to see each other was something important. And so during that time, we had a lot of discussion about what we wanted to do, how we wanted the sound to be, and then even after that, there is maybe a third incarnation for some of the songs. Xi's still doing a lot of editing at the moment. Most of the recording is done, so we will mix this fall if everything goes well, and hopefully early next year we can at least have one more song, one new song that we can present. Yeah, that's the idea.
Great. That's that will be great. I've been waiting for Samael music. Well, all of this time, so it will be great. Um, how hard for you is to write an album? How can you choose the subject and the themes while all the world seems to be sinking right now?
Well, I guess some of it is in the album, probably. Some, uh, but as mentioned, I guess most of the lyrics they were written like 3 years ago or something. And then of course I correct thing, I change because some of the song they've changed, and then all of a sudden. You change the title of the song, and then everything went to
Mhm.
another, and I start to rewrite the lyrics. Some I kept. So through all those changes, I think it's also kind of a reflection of what we're living. When I say at the moment, it will be like 3 years ago or now. The theme they haven't changed really, and maybe not even for the best when they changed.
Yeah. Well, Worf, I saw you two times in 2022, one in Mexico and one in the Notfest in Bogota, Colombia, and
Oh, cool.
was there were so good shows. And well, now you're coming back to Latin America to another bunch of festivals. How you feel about playing festivals here in Latin America?
We feel great. We feel great. I mean, Mexico being the first city, the first country we play in Latin America. I believe we came for the first time in '93 or '94, so it's a long time ago. And then there's been places like Chile where we played for the first time in 21, and then
Mhm.
we had the chance to play 2 years after that, and now we're going to play a festival for the first time there.
Great.
So that's great. I mean, I love playing festival. It's a lot more challenging because not everybody there knows your music. So you gotta try to conquer the crowd to find a way to make the connection. But I like that. It's challenging, and I think we were lucky because we're back up with some songs that are, I believe, strong enough to give us some advantage for this. But yeah, it's very exciting. It's very exciting, and we're gonna play. We play Lima in for the first time. It's gonna be and what else? Yeah,
Colombia,
there it
yeah.
will. Yeah, I think we got 7 shows or something. I'm not
Wow.
sure. I don't have everything in mind, but 3 festival, including Colombia. So yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. No, this festival in Chile will be nuts. There's Catatonia, Incantation, Deicide, even Static X is playing, so it will
I
be
have
a
seen that on
huge
the poster.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So and let's wait for more bands maybe, but Samael in the metal stage will be awesome. So I'm really looking
Looking
forward
forward
to
to
that show.
this. Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
yeah, great. Borf, I need to ask you this. After industrial black and metal, what genre is Samael nowadays?
To tell you the truth, I don't really. care much about that. You know, it's. I think we're a metal band. That's something I know. You know, this is the base. This is you know I started up listening to band like Kiss and AC/DC, and then discover Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Motorhead. Then I was listening to some punk stuff, and then Venom came to the picture. And Venom, they kind of cross over to
Yeah.
all the things that I like at the moment. So they've been my favorite band at some point. And then you kept on. I mean, there are so many different things that came, and other influences, not only in metal. I mean, classical music, in gothic music, in industrial, in electronic, in rock in general. So it doesn't matter much to me, but I know that the ground of our music is metal, and then you put whatever else you want, dark, black,
Mhm.
industrial, electronic, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's cool. Only metal, and that's it.
Yeah, metal. Yeah.
So, well, I think we are running out of time. So I need you to leave a message for your Chilean and Latin American fans to this Latin American tour.
Oh, they have to be sure that we are absolutely excited to come. We're looking forward for this. We still have a few festivals to play here in Europe, and then we will focus on the set list, and we will start to rehearse, especially for those shows. So we are looking forward for this.
Great.
Absolutely.
Uh, well, thank you for your time, Vorph. It's been a pleasure to talk
It
to
was a
you.
pleasure.
Great. So see you in Chile. I will.
See you in Chile then. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have a great day, man.